afternoon team. So I'm called Carlos Muyingo, and I'm going to be taking you through Linux system administration. A student at Mutesa One University, Keka campus. The fact that I'm being taught by Mr. Shaban, I'm here to show you so far how we've gone on our Word document of chapter 2 of Linux system administration. We know Linux runs within a command line interface. It can be PowerShell, it can be CMD, command line prompt, it can be Ubuntu and VM software. So I was left with some questions I want to do with you and share the ideas. As the Word document is opening, allow me first close this login page. This is Android Studio. So we are there. This is our Linux. Now I've told you that we can use VM software. When I open VM, it's opening. I'm going to display it here. I'm going to open the virtual machine. This is the virtual machine. As well, I'm going to squeeze this Word document. Yeah, here now. Like that. So I'm going to step the virtual machine. As here I'm going through the chapters we want to target. We are about to reach there. We are going to come here.
Yes.
When we are here,
I'm not sorry.
which we are put. So I'm going to first clearly remove any document which is attached in my files, access and organized file. So I'm having folder and desktop, so I'm going to remove here. I can remove this one and delete. So now in my home, this is home, it's the root directory, having only desktop. So I can exit here. So we know that we want to test the bash, so we are to this virtual machine has a default command line interface, which you can see here, this one. And when you want to test the user, who you say, who am I, it gives you swipe. So, but preferably we are going to use the terminals. Let's use the terminals. When with the terminals, you press Ctrl Alt Fn and the terminal you want. So I want terminal 1. So to terminal 1, I'm going to put my username and the password. Now I'm into the page. So I'm going to start with the instructions as the questions follow. So they are telling me on alphabet A, I use the pwd command to find out which directory I'm in. Pwd is that command which gives us the current directory where the user can be. So pwd is print working directory. So when I say pwd, I enter into the working directory. So I'm working within the directory code, which you saw, which contains the desktop. And when I list the directory swipe, it will show me I'm only having desktop because you saw it the other side. Hope we are following there. So they are telling me that I have to be in that order which follows /home /username. I told you the username is swipe, so /home is there and /swipe as the username. So they are telling me change to the directory code home and again list the files I've listed, which is desktop, and they're telling me. So all I have to do in question 1 is there. So when I press Ctrl Alt to come to the interface where I can access whichever file I want, I go to my body documents, I go to question 2. Question 2, they are telling me create a text file in my home directory called Shakespeare containing the following text. So I can create a text file using any command like make directory, cat. So allow me to use cat, greater sign. The text file is called Shakespeare. Shakespeare with the file extension .text. So when I create like that, it will grant me access to put in the contents within that file I've created called Shakespeare. So the contents are on alphabet B, which says shall I compare the to summer's day, summer's day, question mark, thou art more lovely, thou art more lovely and more temperate, So after doing that, when I press enter, still it will grant me to put other contents. But since I was only given one content to be put in the directory called Shakespeare, I'll press Ctrl D. So when I press Ctrl D and I list to see whether what I've done is effective, it will bring me that file, which is Shakespeare.txt. See? Shakespeare.txt. So when I say list the contents in Shakespeare, write like that. I say I want to see what is within Shakespeare. I say list contents in Shakespeare. Press enter. It is showing me that thing. So when I press cut Shakespeare, it is showing me that file. Can't display the contents within that file. So here when I list the directory called Shakespeare, it will only bring that Shakespeare because Shakespeare.txt is also a file. The directory is a group which contains folders, files, and other subdirectories. So I'm going to, they are telling me now, we've seen that the content is there in the text file called Shakespeare. So we are going on alphabet C, which says rename it to sonnet.cat. So when I want to rename, I use the move command mv followed by the name of the file I want to rename. I can say, you can use this one, once you don't want to type very much, you just use the arrow keys. So mv Shakespeare, I come, I space, then I write sonnet. I write the target file name sonnet 18.txt. Sonnet 18.txt. So mv Shakespeare.txt sonnet 18.txt. Let me change here something. Sonnet 18.txt, like that. I press enter. So when I press enter, I can press ls to see whether Shakespeare.txt has been renamed to sonnet.txt. I will only see that when I list the folders within the home directory swipe. So I'm seeing that I'm no longer having sonnet, I'm no longer having Shakespeare, I'm having sonnet. And they are telling me on alphabet D, I'm making a directory in my home directory called portrait. So when I want to make a new directory, I can use any command like make directory. I want to make directory portrait. When I make directory portrait, it will display like that. Still I can list to see. There is also portrait there. Now I'm seeing that I'm having that directory. Then after they are telling me that I moved the poem file which is in sonnet into the new directory which is portrait. So when I'm moving, still I will use the command which renames, but there is a syntax which it follows. So I'll say MV sonnet, move the poem file. The poem file is sonnet. So I'm going to press arrow keys. I can attach this one like that. So I delete this one. So I move sonnet. I move sonnet.8.text. Then I space. Then I write here portrait. Remember, portrait is a file. So when I want to enter sonnet into portrait, I'll put a backslash to the end. When I press enter, and now all what is in sonnet 18.text is in portrait. So when I press list commands, I'll only have the desktop and portrait. Let's see this. You see? So I'm having portrait, and this because they have told me to carry the file, the poem file, which is sonnet-18.text, and to make it portrait. And there, now they are telling me to find a graphical directory browsing the program. So with that I can press Ctrl Alt to move out of the interface, and I press here to come to the visual graphical user interface of the virtual machine. This is what happens here. Remember, when you press Ctrl Alt, you must be knowing the password, because the prompt will ask you the password. So as we're giving it time, we can look through question 4, because we are having another. This is now question 3, quite different from the other one. So as I've told you, we need a password which must be protected. You can create your own password. I can't share mine. So as we are waiting for it to display, we are going to see whether the effect we have done. When allow me press Ctrl Alt, come to the Word document. I want to see this. I want to finish F&E. So when I come here in the interface and I open files, I'll see that I'm having portrait and desktop. So they are telling me then I tell me find a graphical directory browsing program, find your directory, which is this one. So they are telling me find the text editor program and use it to display and edit the sonnet. So I can enter into sonnet having this, then any text editor can be that. That's what they wanted. So I've given them a text editor and, which can display the sonnet. So we are saying that it displays the sonnet, and this is the contents of the sonnet. Thank you very much for following. Let's get on when we start question 3. Thank you.